As twilight dims and the night begins to stir, in the hollow moments betwixt wake and slumber, you may find yourself in the Spooking Minutes. Listener, be careful. You're in for a scare. Hello and welcome to the Spooking Minutes, the podcast where childhood fears come to life. I am Spooky Steven.
I am Macabre Matthew, or Macabre, depending on how they like to pronounce it.
Pronounce it?
Yeah, pronounce. That's how I say pronounce.
Oh, got it. And I am Louise Chucky Gravy.
Welcome to the Spooking Minutes. Welcome to the first episode of the Spooking Minutes. This is exciting. This is a new podcast where we're gonna dive into some things that spooked us as kids. Talk about some of our own fears, deep dives on those, but also just discuss some topics that might spook you when you're a wee child. And then we're gonna take some of that and improvise our very own kind of like a Goosebump or Are You Afraid of the Dark style thing. And right now we are around a fire. Are You Afraid of the Dark style? The three of us. It's midnight, just about. There was an owl. Did you hear that owl? You can hear that crackling fire. I'm just gonna make a note to add some sound effects. Not for that, just in general. Welcome Matthew and Louise. Welcome listeners, hope you're listening. We're going to start this off with just a quick little opening question, just for fun. And today that question, very simple one. Ghosts, real or not real? Or too real?
So I did see the 1990s movie with Patrick Swayze, and I'm pretty sure that was a real thing. I definitely saw it. It exists. You can buy it on Blu-ray, Laserdisc if you're a vintage collector. Maybe they have a 4K remaster. I'd love to see that. Wouldn't that be great?
Probably. Yeah.
That pottery scene, whew, that gets me hot.
What about phantoms?
No, those are totally fake.
Yeah. Louise, what are your thoughts? You a ghost head or no?
I'm gonna say there's too many of those supernatural shows where they're like, they bring in those people to a house and they're like, oh, we're gonna find the ghost. I feel like if there were ghosts, we would have saw them already on the show. So I'm a little skeptical that I only know about Casper the Ghost and only have seen that one. But I've not seen any other on like Ghost Hunters. So like they've done a lot of ghost hunting and not a whole lot of, showcasing what they find. So they're all like,
ghost finding.
Exactly. So my alarm bells go off for whether they're realsies.
You just mentioned something. I think when it comes to ghosts, it depends when you ask me. Right now, at midnight, around a fire, heck yeah, I believe in ghosts. But if it was like, I don't know, 10:30 at night, just in a room, at a computer screen, no way, Jose. I think an interesting thing about like people going to houses, I think because of that, realtors should have to show you a house at two different times, like once bright and early in the morning and once at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And if they can't explain every single sound that's happening, I ain't buying.
It's also great in case there's a frat party next door.
Know your neighbors.
Know your neighbors.
Yeah.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yeah.
Would you prefer there to be ghosts? Would you like to become one when you die?
Ooh. Maybe. I think on any like show or stuff, it's always like the ghosts are like breaking shit and they're like they're stirring shit up. But like, yeah, what if there's just, I don't know, that could be bad though. You'd probably have a lot of dick ghosts, Not ghosts that are dick. I saw your face, Louise. Ghosts who are douches. Douchebag ghosts. ghosts who are just like pulling your chair out from under you, and they're like, "Oh, ghost got you."
Yeah, how could you ever have any privacy? They'd just be around.
Now, would you want to be a ghost? You could be the dick ghost or the ghost that invades someone's privacy. Does that appeal to you?
I think if I died and there was like a movie I wanted to come out, I wanted to see, or like a show, like I gotta see how that show ends. Maybe.
Yeah, you could just haunt the cinema.
Yeah.
I think it would get very lonely as a ghost. Like, do you get ghost friends or no? Is it just you?
I don't know how it works.
Oh, I'm gonna say no because, like, I don't know. It seems like there's only one ghost in town, you know, and then you'd be kind of lonely.
Let me pitch you an idea, though.
Okay.
What if you made friends with a magician, right? Then you could take it on the road. You could become the greatest magician act ever. You just become friends with them. You're the amazing phantom, and you get to live everyone's fantasy of becoming become part of a magic show.
I think the biggest flaw with that plan is you have to become friends with a magician.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about you, Matt? Would you be a ghost?
I think so. Partly for the reasons Steven stated. I want to see how the show that is going on right now, I'm trying to think of any show at all that is happening right now, ends.
Let him get there. Let him get there.
I mean, I think you should leave. Season 4 is going to come out at some point, and if I die before then, I want to see the hijinks that Tim Robinson gets up to.
That classic show where you gotta know what happens.
You gotta know. The most anticipated show ever.
Do you think you could go into space?
If you don't have to breathe, and you can kind of float, you could just float upwards.
No, you're made out of, like, mist. So you would evaporate. Everyone knows ghosts can't go to space.
Does it also happen when you just go aside to the beach that you evaporate then too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's why I don't see ghosts at the beach. That doesn't make sense.
Obviously.
I didn't realize Louise was a paranormal expert.
Yeah, I know this stuff.
Well, let's dive in. Today we're going to discuss sort of our introductions to horror, kind of childhood horror. Louise, I know nowadays you are not a horror fan, although you just dropped that paranormal knowledge out of nowhere.
You're welcome.
Growing up, were you intrigued by horror at all? Were you
I was
a fan?
I was intrigued by it in that I kept trying to sneak a peek at when The Sixth Sense came out. I kept trying to watch that on, like, you know, I'd be on, like, TBS in the day on, like, rerun, and I would try and watch it because I knew I wasn't allowed to watch it, and then it would scare the shit out of me, and I'd be like, oh no, now I've seen this and I can't take it out of my brain, and I was really afraid of what I saw, and I didn't know, like, the full movie context. I'd only ever see, like, pieces of it, and I'd be like, oh, I'm like a grown-up watching this, and then I'd be like, oh shit, I'm thinking about this thing I saw and I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So I was attracted to those types of things, but a huge chicken.
I feel the same. I think that was one of the things about, like, Halloween, like, spooky season, was you would start to see horror movies come on TV, and they'd be edited for TV, but also it'd be, like, 1 in the afternoon, and it's, like, bright outside, and you feel safe, and you're like, yeah, I can watch Jason chop up some teenagers, yeah, but then you go to bed, and you're like, oh no, Jason's gonna get me now, I'm gonna be the teen, and I'm gonna get chopped up.
Exactly.
But there was a real, like, desire to watch it. I did have cool parents too who would rent horror movies and we would watch them. My parents were of the type of, yeah, that's fine to watch. So I remember watching movies when, like Halloween H2O or, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, which both came out in 98, so I would have been like 10 or 11 when I watched those, and I've got 2 sisters who were younger than me that definitely were in the room watching those as well, so they're turned out fine as well. I will just say. But yeah, definitely cool parents who let us do whatever, but also had to deal with a lot of probably getting woken up in the night being like, there's a man with a hook in my room, help me.
Yeah. Plus, your dad always had that hook for a hand, and anytime you go into your room, that was always.
That did not help things. Oh boy. Matt, were you into horror as a youngster, or?
I was intrigued. However, my parents were not of the cool sort. They're cool parents, but not cool in the sense that they will rent you an R-rated movie. So I had to go to a friend's house to see any sort of R-rated movies. So I mostly stuck with something that you guys might have heard of called books. You heard of them? Books. A little intellectual me like to read something called Goosebumps by famed author R.L.
yeah.
Stein. So I read a lot of those. That's what got me hooked on books, I think. Before then, I wasn't much of a reader, but give me some Goosebumps, and I was in.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hooked on phonics.
Just on books in general.
pretty
That's
much.
a big, yeah.
It was a gateway to reading words on paper.
Yeah. I was a big fan of those as well. Every time you had a book order. You guys remember book orders?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Scholastic catalog. Oh,
Yeah,
loved when that
got
thing
the
came
little
out.
Flyer come there. Every month I'd look for, the new Goosebump. Or do you guys remember Shivers?
I never read Shivers. It wasn't the more adult Goosebumps.
No, that was Fear Street.
Oh, Fear Street, right.
Shivers were an obvious knockoff of Goosebumps. I think the name... Oh, the author also has like a... It's like two initials in a name. It's like MD Spencer or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're... I was looking at them a little while ago. The covers, some of them are good. And some of them look real bad, like they were like submitted by children. Unless that was a contest, I don't know. But Goosebumps had like real good covers, and they had that, like the embossed, like you could feel it, like the ooze dripping. I remember, and like the bumps on the Goosebump.
Oh, good.
I remember this. It was great.
Yeah,
I love that each R.L. Stein book is basically a ripoff of some existing horror property. Like you have Child's Play ripoff with the Chucky doll. You have, it's just copying existing things. And then you have Shivers, which is copying a copy.
yeah.
Good job, Shivers. Good job.
I'm gonna rip off Shivers with a series called GBs.
Hebe? Jeebies?
No, just GBs.
Oh, okay.
Do children still read Goosebumps?
They're still. I just bought my nieces. They're not gonna listen to this. I was like, what? I was like, is this a spoiler for my nieces for a gift I got them? They're not gonna listen to this show. No, I was looking for Goosebumps. I did give all the Goosebumps books that I still had. Like my mom still had a bunch of them. I gave those to my one niece a couple years ago for Christmas. And now my two younger nieces are getting to an age. I like to kind of show them spooky stuff. They're like kind of interested by it. I want to be the cool uncle.
Yeah.
But not as cool as my parents and just be like, hey, you guys want to watch The Exorcist? But I just bought it's like called Stein Tinglers. He wrote like a bunch of short stories. I did buy some Fear Street books, like reprints recently. So I do find those. I do also. Did you guys read Christopher Pike? Also kind of more adult, more Fear Street.
No, I still just read
No?
Goosebumps. I haven't graduated to the adult versions.
I love a good Christopher Pike novel. There was one I just read that just some of the stuff is just so funny. Just like, and like I don't know, guessing like a 40-year-old man trying to write like for cool teens in like the early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah.
'Cause there was I just read a book where this kid, he's taking photos of the cheerleaders. And there's like a part where he's like, I wouldn't have even liked this except if the subject wasn't so choice. It's like,
There's a word that teenagers use all the time. Choice.
oh yeah, oh man, maybe they did in the 80s. I don't know, but
Oh, they might have. Yeah.
this assignment is real choice.
I'd love to live in an era where people call each other squares and not in an ironic way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think in Ferris Bueller, doesn't he call something choice?
He might have, but Ferris Bueller's a bit of a anomaly, I think, when it comes to how teenagers were. No teenager was nearly as cool as Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, he's
in real
really
life.
cool.
do you guys remember any Goosebumps that like really stood out to you guys? Or
I have two answers.
oh, okay,
One, you know those choose your own adventure books? There's like
Yeah.
the Goosebumps did their own version where you could basically choose your own adventure.
I do remember this.
But the books are so short. Like Goosebumps books are not large as is, so they're really crammed the story in there. But Choose Your Own Adventures with the branching storylines, super disappointing because each storyline is like 3 pages long. A lot of them end up someone dying, so you just like, I would hold my finger in the spot where it left off in case the end of the story, just if it's just abruptly ended, then I'd flip back and I'm going to take a different path. So those are my least favorite.
I would do that too, because if I would kind of read ahead and be like, do I die here? Do I die? And I'd be like, if I die, I'd be like, no, that wasn't my pick. I'd go back and I'd be like, no, I went, and I go to page 158, yeah.
Redo.
I'd always find the longest storyline, which is probably just max 10 pages.
You could just read the book front to back and have the most confusing story you've ever read.
I once tried to do that. Not very satisfying.
No.
Shall we do a siren break?
Siren break. I mean, we are outside around a fire.
That's true, yeah. It could be going by. There's a horrible accident at the campsite next door.
Oh,
Someone
scary.
with a hockey mask came out of the woods.
And the fire department's the only one that can stop him.
Is that a person standing in that house just like straight, or is that like a cardboard cutout? See that?
I think I've seen it before, yeah. It's just something else.
Oh.
It's not a person.
It's weird. It's like an alien.
Oh, you guys just had a creepy moment.
It's creepy.
So my second answer is, do you remember the one where a woman gets, or a girl rather, gets a mask stuck on her face at Halloween and she can't get it off?
The haunted mask.
Very scary, and I don't really know why, because that outcome is not actually all that bad.
Yes, it is.
No, I think the mask also changed her personality and made her mean.
See, I'm cool with that. Big whoop, right?
You would just,
Who had more fun, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde?
I never read it.
Mr. Hyde. What a baller.
Is there a Goosebump version of that?
There almost certainly is. I guarantee it.
Do you think maybe Carly Beth, I think her name was Carly Beth, do you think she just made it up? She just wanted to be a bit of a bitch to people. So she was like, oh, that's the haunted mask.
Probably.
You could probably do that anytime, Matt, if you want. Just buy a mask and just say,
Change my personality.
oh, that's the mask. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. I guess it depends what mask you got stuck in your head. Like, can you imagine getting one of those, like, Nixon masks stuck on your face?
Then you'd be a real dick. A tricky one.
Yeah.
I do remember that. That was a good creepy story, yeah. There's some I don't really remember all this story. I remember more covers. I remember there was one with just disembodied hands playing pianos, and I don't know if they were ghosts or robots. There was also I watched a few with my nieces, trying to be that cool of an uncle, and there was one with like a plant that or the dad studies plants, and but he's like replaced by a plant, and it's a plant person. I don't know. I've never found plant people or plant stories scary. I don't know. There's like like anytime like Poison Ivy on Batman would have plants, I was just always like, that's not scary, or that's not a challenge.
Okay. What about in Harry Potter when they go to in the Philosopher's Stone, they have to like fight some plants? Scary? Not scary.
No.
Not scary. Okay.
No. Get a weed whacker.
What about, have you ever gotten Poison Ivy?
No, I've been around it.
You just don't care. You're like not scared.
No, not scared.
Plants just do not faze you.
No, they don't.
What about thorny plants? When you see a rose bush, are you like, ooh, oh no?
Stops me in my tracks.
What about the cost of flowers?
The cost of flour during the pandemic.
We've gone to the real
Flowers
horror.
flying
here.
off the shelves.
Yeah.
Economic horror.
That story also had a really confusing ending where, because their dad was replaced by a plant dad, but then they dissolved him, because that's how easy plants are to be. You just throw something on it and they dissolve. But then there was like flowers at the end, and the flowers could talk, and they were like, "Oh, where are your parents? Where are your parents?" And the kids were like, "Oh," and I was like, "No, that's not a scary ending."
So don't you think the ending's a little bit scary in that your dad is gone? Who's going to take care of you?
The real dad was still there. He was
oh, okay.
See, plant dad made the classic mistake of keeping real dad alive for some reason.
I see. Okay. I mean, I think it still sounds a little scary. So, but I guess you have a greater tolerance for this sort of thing.
Apparently. I mow grass like I don't give a shit.
Oh wow, you're just like a plant murderer. Okay, what about? Let me pitch you this scenario. What if all the grass that you've cut over your whole lifetime came back to get their revenge?
How are they coming back one piece at a time, or are they like assembled into one giant mass?
This
Yeah,
was
they-
exactly my question.
They become a giant grass monster.
I could probably beat it.
Is this a cool idea? Should we write to R.L. Stein?
I don't think so. I mean, there is an idea there.
What do you name that one? What's on the cover?
It's like I think it's like a kid with a lawnmower, and
Yeah.
there's like a giant grass man, and it's called Your Ass is Grass.
Oh, that's good. Hey guys, I have an idea here. The improv, we just do this story I just came up with. Isn't it genius? We're gonna do an improv around all the grass coming back to haunt you. Cool, right? Louise, you in?
I don't think we're gonna do that one.
Steven, you in?
I'm gonna pass on that one.
No, guys, let's go. Let's go right now. All right, we're gonna set up the characters. We'll have a talking lawnmower. It's gonna be wonderful.
Oh, you're adding more words that are leading us further and further away from saying yes to that idea.
Yeah, comedy's usually a yes and situation, but I'm gonna say this is a no but.
This is just a no.
Now, Steven, is there any scenario with plants that we could make scary for you?
I really aren't finding anything.
You know what scenario I find really scary? You go to the grocery store. You buy a basket of strawberries. You're really excited to eat them. You get them
Strawberries are
home.
alive.
No, I was gonna say they're moldy.
That's probably more scary for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Did you
what
guys
if?
have? I was gonna say going to the grocery store. This was something as a kid. This I didn't like. I was a picky eater. I still am, but I was really bad at it as a kid. And like, do you guys remember? Speaking of '90s things like Goosebumps stuff, do you guys remember like the ketchup, like the purple ketchup, and like?
Yep.
Yep.
Were you guys into that? I was like, no fucking way.
Oh, I was excited by the idea, but my parents are, let's say, financially responsible, so they didn't go for things like novelty ketchups. But my
What if they were
aunt
out
did.
of ketchup and they could just buy regular ketchup?
No, baby, we're talking no-name ketchup. We're talking
Your dad's
bang
out in
for
the
your
field
buck.
just mashing up tomatoes.
Yeah, that's right. However, my aunt did buy the purple ketchup, and I thought that was very cool. I put that on my hamburger for sure.
Oh no way!
I was into the advertising for it because it was on TV all the time that you could get different
Yeah.
colored ketchup, but I never tried it. We never.
I-
I don't
yeah.
think it was ever around. Like my grandma might have bought it. I don't remember, but I don't remember ever eating it.
Oh, there's so much dye in it that I still
I
pee
imagine.
purple.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's gonna affect your body to this day.
My intestines are just purple.
I don't know if I just have some sort of like caveman part of my brain still that's just like that's the wrong color. That's gonna make you dead.
I was gonna ask if we could make plants scary for you. If the story was less about the plants and more about the person who cares for the plants. So say there was like, a guy who like owns a nursery where the plants are. And then like you go to buy plants or like you're like walking by this nursery where they sell plants. And then he like comes out and he has like one of those like whipper, snipper, like what are the weed whacker things. And like is just like a crazy man. Like, and he's like said to like come out at night and like kill people with the strimmer. Is that what that thing is called? A strimmer?
that is a weed
A weed whacker? Yeah, those.
Like, yeah, that's scary because it's a man with a weed whacker who's crazy.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with plants.
He deals in plants.
Steve, let me pitch you one more idea.
Just
to
because
scare you.
he's associated with plants.
Yeah.
Like Jason Voorhees, like is at a summer camp where there's grass and bushes. That doesn't make him any scarier. I think he's just scared because he wears a hockey mask and he kills people.
All right, Steve,
Okay.
one more idea
Okay.
to scare you.
Okay.
Your parents turn into a plant like in the Goosebumps book. And then they tell you that they're really disappointed in you. Scary?
It's just too real. Too real. But also I could just throw something on them and dissolve them.
That's true. Okay, one more thing to scare you, Steve. Just one more.
With plants?
With plants.
Uh-huh.
Now, in the past, you've told me your views on texture and food, specifically mushy peas, right? You don't like your peas mushy.
No.
What if, from now on, every vegetable that touches your lips, real mushy?
I would not like that. I'm not scared of that.
You're not scared of a future with mushy-only vegetables?
He's getting scurvy.
I grew up with my body's getting scurvy. I'm not saying we're not going to eat them. I'm just saying I probably wouldn't eat them because
you'd get scurvy.
I grew up. My parents are very, very British when it comes to cooking, and their idea of cooking vegetables is to boil or steam them until they're like already mush. So, Matt, you just described my childhood growing up. So.
All right. Even though we can't seem to scare you with any plant-based ideas, I still think we should roll with a plant-based story.
I think there's probably. I mean, we've talked so much about it. There's probably something we could come up with. Hello, I'm Victor Lacoste, film actor from the days of yore, and of course from Jack Michelson's Chiller music video film. We'll be getting to today's story in but a moment, but first, if you're in the mood for a delightfully frightful film, why not view my 1954 haunted home thriller, The House That Went Ah! Featuring myself as a ghost scientist who puts his dead wife's ghost into their dream home. This house is haunted, and it's a scream. And now, let's hear from today's sponsor. What did you get for lunch?
Limburger, cheese, and onions. Blech. What'd you get?
Bologna and dryer lint. What did you get?
Whoa! Munchables! Thanks, Mom.
Munchables provide everything your kid needs to get creative for lunch. Meat, cheese, and crackers for them, and an easy-peasy lunch to pack for you.
All the other kids are Jills and hate me. Thanks, Mom.
Munchables. They're the reason your kids will be so obsessed with charcuterie boards when they grow up.
Hello, boys and ghouls. I'm the catacomb custodian, and I'm displeased to make your acquaintance. Could the food served in your school cafeteria get any worse? For the geeks in the chicken nugget crew, that answer is a resounding yes. The new plant-based burgers are a hit with everyone else. Is it the taste? Or is it because they're burgers from the beyond? We're in the hallowed halls of Exeter Middle School. It's lunchtime, and the cafeteria is bustling. Over in the corner, past the cool kids' table, sit 3 youths. Gangly, pimply, unpopular youths.
Hey, I saw that they changed the menu in the cafeteria, but I still got the chicken nuggets. Chicken nugs forever, crew, right?
You betcha, Derek. I got a 6-piece chicken nugs.
What?
Chalky milk on the side.
How'd you get a 6-piece?
I wink at Miss Dolores, the food lady.
I winked at her too, and she gave me less.
You gotta wink, Derek.
Oh, I just winked. Why does everybody at the school hate me?
Probably because your dad was the Oklahoma City bomber.
Yeah, but he's in jail now, right? So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I guess. It's just like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Guys, look outside. There's like some storm clouds moving in. Man, it got dark fast.
It got really dark really fast. Hey, so I saw that they have these new burgers on the menu, guys. Did you see that? They're not like real burgers. They're like plant burgers.
So, what are you saying? We should be eating those instead?
I don't know. They do look like pretty popular, though. Everyone's eating them.
Ew, sick. I don't want that. Those are probably gross.
One time I ate spinach and I threw it right up.
Barf City. You know what? I think I got a letter grade for these new plantless improbable burgers. P.U.
Wow, you're really funny. I wish I had a real dad.
It's because my dad's Carrot Top.
Ew, I don't like that because it's a vegetable.
Hey, Cindy.
Tina, could you remind us who your dad... Oh. Hey, Cindy Tina. Who's your dad?
My dad is the mayor, okay? You know this, because I talk about it all the time.
Oh, yeah, I voted for him.
No, you didn't, you little loser. You can't vote.
Yes, I can. I just got held back many grades. I'm 25. Did you guys ever wonder why I'm so tall?
I thought it's because you eat all those chicken nuggets.
It's all I eat.
That explains it.
Do you guys think it's funny that we all got lists and we all eat chicken nuggets all the time? Isn't that so funny?
And we all have famous dads.
Yeah, everyone else talks completely normal and eats the improbable burgers. But here we are in our little corner where the light doesn't shine as bright. Chicken Nugget Crew!
And they all have dads that love them.
Chicken Nugget Crew!
It's the last period of the day. Derek, Timmy, and Cindy Tina struggle to absorb that most arcane of subjects, algebra.
Guys,
What's up?
what's wrong with Angela? Look at her.
She smells like cats. She always smells like cats, though.
I heard they botched her rhinoplasty.
Are you talking about her peg leg? She's had that for like a year.
No, she looks kind of gray.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was just the lighting from the, it's a pretty dreary day outside.
No, she looks like gray, but kind of green, and like she's looking kind of spotty.
She has been getting kind of mid-levels on her tests. Maybe she's kind of seasick. Timmy, something you'd like to share with the class? No, Mr. Johnson.
So should we help her out? Do you think that she's looking gray, or will that just make me more unpopular?
How do you help somebody who's gray?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. I just noticed it. Like, she normally looks so nice, and today she doesn't look good at all.
Also, take a look at Shane over there. Look at his skin, guys. Do you notice anything? He needs to use more moisturizer because his skin looks like bark.
Oh yeah, he's looking dry.
Do you guys have some moisturizer we could give Shane?
Very weird. I don't.
Usually I keep some aloe vera, but I used it a lot earlier for reasons.
Whoa, Billy over there? He is not good. He looks like he's gonna puke.
He is bulimic. Oh man, look at these clouds. It's getting darker.
Hey guys, look at the teacher. There's like little green sprouts coming out of their face.
That's weird.
Are you guys feeling okay?
I feel fine.
I feel like $1,000,000.
I also feel fine.
You know what I bet it is?
What?
It's those new plant-based burgers, they probably just weren't cooked properly. Everyone was eating them. They're probably just feeling a little woozy.
Like food poisoning.
Exactly. I bet tomorrow we'll come back to school. Everything will be fine. Just fine.
But I'll still be unpopular.
Obviously. That evening, Derek and Timmy toiled diligently at their homework as Timmy's doting father, Carrot Top, prepares a delectable meal for the hungry boys.
Hey guys, I thought I'd make you guys a little snack. You guys like snacks?
Thanks, Mr. Carrot Top. And thank you, Timmy, for letting me come over. My dad's in jail, so it's nice to have a bit of family.
Oh man, I'm usually on the road doing like stand-up stuff, but it's so great when I can like make snacks for you guys.
Hey, Dad, can you show us some of your new props for your prop comedy?
Yeah, sure. This is a prosthetic leg that I use. I pretend that I have a prosthetic leg that's an arm, and people think it's hilarious. And what else do I have in here? This here is these are a pair of glasses that are too big for my dumb face.
Dad, this is why everyone in America loves you and adores you.
Oh, it's definitely why I am like one of the top actors paid in Hollywood today.
Timmy, your dad's so cool. I wish I had a dad like yours that's really funny and not mine who's a mass murderer.
Yeah, instead your dad blew up a building in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that sun went down quick. Look how dark it is. Thanks, Dad.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Dad.
So do you want to like play Nintendo or something?
Yeah, I guess we should, play Nintendo instead of homework. Blech.
Homework's for losers.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
Is that the doorbell?
Dad, are you gonna get that?
What? I thought you guys could like get the doorbell. You're not kids anymore.
Yes, we are.
You're not like really young.
I'm 12. Wait, no, I'm 25.
What the hell are you doing hanging out with my son?
I was held back a few grades.
It's cool.
You're really
Cool, Dad.
tiny.
We're the Chicken Nugget crew.
I can vote.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Hello? Oh, hey.
Hi.
Christopher, what's up?
Hi.
What's going on?
I needed to bring you guys some homework.
You don't look so good.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, like, you look kind of like greenish, and your hair's like almost looking like sprouts, and it looks like there's like a green ooze leaking out of your mouth.
That's just because I'm chewing gum.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, when I chew gum, green ooze always comes out of my mouth.
What are you guys talking about? This is homework.
We're talking about green gum that oozes out of your mouth, Christopher. Follow the conversation.
You two are so unpopular. I can't believe Mrs. O'Grady asked me to bring you this homework.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess. Why do you have, like, vines on your hand? Did you walk through my dad's garden to get in here?
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
No, he's right. You got like
your
vines.
Your vines.
No, I'm fine.
You are vines. Yeah, you're literally vines.
Yeah, look at all these vines.
You guys are so weird. This explains why no one hangs out with you. Bye.
Hey, Timmy. I think something's going on.
I think so, too.
Like, everyone's turning into, like, plants. Not to, like, overly state the problem here, but, like, everyone's turning into plants.
I didn't think that at all, but I can see now, looking at the evidence, yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like we could be subtle about what's going on, but I think it's just laid on the table here. People are turning into plants.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Look at this homework that Miss O'Grady said. It says to eat 3 pounds of Miracle Grow fertilizer.
Yeah, I've ate fertilizer before. It doesn't taste good.
Derek, you're one hell of a guy. At lunch the next day, the self-described Chicken Nugget crew gather at their usual spot in the cafetorium. Are you guys noticing everyone's going ham on those improbable burgers?
I saw Billy. He ate 5 burgers.
Oh my god. And like, I saw another guy. I didn't know his name, but he was
Ronald?
He was at the swing set. It was maybe Ronald. Yeah, it was Ronald. Definitely Ronald. He had a Ronald face. His face looked like a Ronald. He was on the swing set, and he was just down in them. And like, I swear, his feet were like growing into the ground.
Yeah, someone came by the other night and delivered extra homework to my house, and it said all this stuff about eating peat moss.
Are you talking about Christopher?
Yeah, he came by and he looked like shit.
Yeah, he had that green ooze oozing out of his mouth.
Yeah, and he kept saying, I'm fine. And I'm like, Christopher, you're normally like the cutest guy in school. And right now, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You're disgusting. And he was like, why you gotta be so mean? And I was like, people are mean to me all the time, Christopher.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Why is Christopher normally such a great guy? Like, I'm a nice guy. Why is Christopher? Why are you always talking about, oh, Christopher this, Christopher that? What's the big deal with Christopher?
Because Christopher is like 11, like all of us, and you're 25.
Don't you like older men?
No.
Hey, you kids. I got some improbable burgers for you. You guys gotta eat them right now.
Not Mr. O'Grady.
Yeah, that's me. You guys gotta try the burgers.
We don't want any burgers. No, this is a chicken nugget club. Yeah. We don't
Yeah.
eat chicken nuggets.
No burgers. Thank you, though.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
You guys don't want. You guys have to eat the burger. You guys have to eat the burgers. You guys have to eat the burgers. They don't want the burger. You guys have to eat the burgers.
Yeah, we already ate chicken nuggets. We're full. Thank you, Mr. O'Grady.
I have to fix this. Guys, everyone is staring at us right now after we send away Mr. O'Grady with the burgers.
Guys, do you think if we eat them, we'll become more popular?
No.
Maybe we're already becoming popular by, eschewing the popular choice of eating what everyone else is eating and sticking to what we've always liked, which is chicken nuggets, all white meat, covered in bread, and super delicious, slammed in some sauces. Maybe that's making us popular and everyone's looking. No, everyone's starting to get up and they are coming towards us with hamburgers. I think we should get out of here.
Hold on. Before we go, I'm going to try to fit in. I'm going to eat one of the burgers just so I can be... This is my one shot to be popular. Mr. O'Grady?
Timmy,
Mr. O'Grady?
please.
Don't
Timmy,
do
please.
it.
Hi.
Yeah,
You want a burger?
Yes, please. Please give me a burger. Thank you, Mr. O'Grady.
Eat the burger.
Thanks.
Eat the burger. Eat the burger. Timmy, please don't eat it.
Then they turn and run. Guys, I just wanted to see what was in the burger. I'm not actually gonna eat the burger.
I'm so glad we turned and ran. So you were telling that was just a ruse?
It was just a
Look at
ruse.
the burger under a microscope?
Yeah, let's go to the science lab right now and see what's in this thing.
Smart. Oh my god, they're following us. Let's hurry. Improbable burger in hand, the trio burst into the science laboratory.
Give it to me. I'm the best at looking at microscopes.
I'll barricade the door.
Okay, guys, just stand back. This could be dangerous.
It's so dangerous looking through a microscope.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Do you see anything?
Yes, this has blood in it.
Wait, so there's blood in the vegetarian burgers?
Yes,
But it's supposed to be all plant-based.
exactly. You know what that means.
No.
It's not made out of plants.
Can you zoom in even more on the molecules? Let's see
Yeah.
what's in this bad boy.
Oh, let's super zoom. I just used my computer here and super zoom on the microscope.
Wow. Hold on. Enhance.
I'm enhancing.
Enhance more.
Enhance.
Hold on. Does that say Monsanto? The genetic engineering company that makes all sorts of genetically engineered plants? Did they put the little trademark in this little molecule? Does this make sense, guys? You see what I'm seeing here?
Explain it.
Connect the dots for us.
I see it now. Monsanto produced these burgers, right? To turn people into plants. They can harvest the people, and that'll make them super rich or something. You digging it?
That makes sense. But guys, we got a bigger problem. They're trying to get in here and they're probably going to try to turn us into plant people.
Let's smash that window.
You guys go on without me. Tell the people.
Okay, thanks. Bye, Timmy.
Okay. Oh no, they've got me.
Cindy,
Oh,
Tina,
there's
let's go
nothing
before
further in my
they
mouth.
before they kill
Oh
Timmy.
no, I'm starting to feel different. Oh, I'm starting to feel like a plant man.
Shanty Tina, you and me, we can go live together. It'll just be us against the world.
I'm not gonna go live with you, okay? We're gonna go out the window.
This way, you can't go out this window. It's me, Mr. Grady. That's right.
Not Mr. O'Grady.
Burger.
Wait, I have an idea. See this in the science lab here, they have a whole bunch of weed killer.
Oh shit, yeah, let's try it. They're all plant assholes.
Guys,
And weeds
Guys,
are plants.
guys, as I'm starting to turn into a plant, you're on the right track. What you need to do is go to the janitor's room and put it into the water system so it comes out the sprinklers. But now I want to feed you burgers.
Oh
Feed you
no.
burgers.
Come on, let's go.
Let's
Feed
go.
the burgers.
Elbowing demonic plant children aside, Derek and Cindy Tina dash to the janitor's closet. Inside is a surprisingly, perhaps concerningly copious supply of weed killer. The pair scramble to the roof where they proceed to pour the toxic liquid into the water pipes. The clever scamps.
Alright, now we just need to start a fire so that the fire alarm comes on and the sprinklers come on. Got your Zippo?
Yeah, you know I do.
It's really cool that you smoke.
Eat the burgers.
Get out of here, Mr. O'Grady.
Guys, no, it's not Mr. O'Grady. It's me, Timmy. I'm trying to find it.
You look so much like Mr. O'Grady.
I've learned that Mr. O'Grady is actually Mr. Monsanto O'Grady.
No.
He's the one who put the burgers where a hive mind, so I understand everything now. You have to destroy us. Hurry. I can't hold it back much longer. Hurry, guys. Be the opposite of Billy Joel. Do start the fire.
She throws a Zippo into the plant matter.
Wait, we were supposed to do the water system. Now all the plants are just on fire.
Yeah, but then the sprinkler goes off and sprays them all with weed killer.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just horrible pain because of the fire. And now it's even more horrible. But we're all burning. We're dying. Burger! Burger!
Timmy, you're still alive.
Just barely. Enough of me was still human. But as you can see, a lot of me has just whittled away.
Wow, you're gonna have horrible scars for the rest of your life. You're gonna have a really hard time finding a romantic partner.
That's not my worry right now. But, I mean, if you saw my acne before, it was always going to end up with scars.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I always told you should have used that OxyClean.
Plants do need the oxygen. No, wait, we need carbon dioxide. Never mind. I didn't say we. I'm not still connected to the hive mind.
It's a sunny Sunday afternoon in Cindy Tina's backyard. Everything, it seems, is back to normal. The sun shines and birds chirp happily. It makes me sick. Oh gosh, this was a wild week, huh?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to your barbecue. Normally I go hang out with my dad, but he's in prison. And guys, I know that we're normally like the chicken nugget crew, but I can't wait to eat a burger.
Yeah, my dad, the mayor, invited us.
Oh, keep talking.
Who are you?
That's your dad.
I'm the mayor. It's me, the mayor. Look at this sash. It says mayor, and on the back it says Cindy Tina's dad.
I voted for you, Mr. Mayor. I can do that because I'm 25.
Cindy Tina, we're gonna have a talk later about your friends here and if you should be hanging out with them. But in the meantime, enjoy some burgers.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
Fresh off the grill.
Oh, these look great.
Wow,
Oh, these are so good.
these are delicious.
These are so good.
Why have we been eating
Dad?
chicken nuggets for years when there's juicy burgers like this out here?
My dad always makes the best burgers, but I think it's because he's not in prison.
Oh, honey, I didn't make these burgers. I got them from the store. They're called Improbable Burgers. They're plant-based. New from Monsanto.
Oh no, it's happening again.
No!
Wasn't that a delicious tale. I'm sure those kids aren't going to have any more beef with those Impossible Burgers. In fact, their hometown has Impossible Burgers sprouting up all over the place. I heard that through the grapevine. Well, that does it for this week's episode, but don't worry. Your Ghosts with the Most will be back next week with more thrills and more chills. A bootaloo. This has been an S&M Experience production. Special thanks to the Cultural Collective for the use of their spooky studio space. Theme music by Dmitry Taras. Subscribe or follow us on your favorite podcast app, and while you're there, be a haunted doll and rate and review us. And be sure to tell your friends about us. Remember, sharing is scaring. And if you're looking for more devilish fun, then listen to Corntown, a true crime parody podcast. And subscribe to the S&M Experience on YouTube for new videos every month. And until next time, sweet screams. Yes.